Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Your Story Matters. My name is Dr. Kimberly Edwards, and I'm a global director with Total Life Changes. So excited about being here to share with you guys some more amazing stories. Again, my name is Dr. Kimberly Edwards, and I am a global director with Total Life Changes. Tonight, we'll have a very special guest that will share their testimonies from a beautiful island called Turks and Caicos. I mean, I imagine, dreaming and just that's on my bucket list to actually go to and to see that beautiful crystal blue water and the white sand. And I want you guys to dream a little bit with me, okay? And so if your first time joining me, put one in the comments. If you are returning, go ahead and say hello. But if you are listening to the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. Start your watch parties. We certainly want people to hear this amazing story that's changing lives all across the globe. And you guys, he truly is an amazing individual that I have so much respect for, my husband and I. And we're so excited about him being on tonight's Your Story Matters. So start your watch parties. Let's get started. Let's see who's up here. Hello, Keely Taylor Zastro. How are you? National Director out of Florida. So excited. That is my $1 million girlfriend that I just love and adore. Hello, hello, hello. Doris Lee. How are you, beautiful? Hello, Mariah. I'll see you shortly this weekend, right? Hello, beautiful. Thank you for tuning in from Ohio. Hey, Alton. How are you? Thank you for tuning in from Virginia Beach, you guys. Thank you so much. Hello, Miss Joy. How are you, beautiful? One of your good island Caribbean friends is up here to share his amazing story. Miss Joy is from Jamaica, so we're excited that this Caribbean theme is going on. Hey, Miss Taretha, thank you so much for joining. We are so grateful that you joined us tonight. And Keely Taylor Zastro, Turks is beautiful, right? It is a beautiful island, and I have to make it over there. All right. So definitely start your watch parties. Dean's story is truly amazing, and he's an amazing person right along with it. And so you don't want to miss it. You want your friends to chime in to hear his testimony. Hello, Jolene. How you doing, beautiful? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Andrella. How are you, beautiful? Hello, hello. Oh, hello. Hey, Sandra from Jamaica. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Natasha. Natasha is from a Caribbean island, too. Natasha, put in the comments where you're from, beautiful, because I know you're from a beautiful island as well. And let's see who else is up here. Jim, hello. How are you? Hey, Jennifer. How are you, beautiful? Thanks so much for joining. And certainly, we are so excited that you guys are joining. Hello, Nikki. Welcome, welcome, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. He is an amazing individual. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for sake of time, I want to go ahead and get started. I certainly want you guys to share your stories and then also start those watch parties so that we can get 100 people on here live to hear his amazing testimony. But I'm going to go ahead and get started for sake of time. My name is Dr. Kimberly Edwards. I'm a global director with Total Life Changes. Been with this amazing company now for 5 incredible years. So excited to share with you. I'm actually in Chicago, Illinois this evening, here to celebrate the homegoing services of a nephew of ours who recently passed. But you know what? The great thing is I loved about our nephew is that he lived life to the fullest. And so he would want us to go on and do the things that we love and we're passionate about. And so I'm so excited, and in his honor, going to continue on to make sure that I get out here and change people's lives because of each and every one of you. I know that this incredible company, Total Life Changes, can be an incredible impact to each and every one of you all across the globe. And so Total Life Changes, what is that? Who is that? What do they do? Total Life Changes is based out of Michigan. This incredible company was founded in 1999. So it's not a company that just got started. Founded by our incredible CEO, Mr. Jack Fallon, you guys. Jack Fallon is what you see is what you get. He's an incredible visionary. He is a person of integrity. He truly puts God first, family second, and our careers third. And that is exactly how he wants us to actually run our businesses. And that's the way I absolutely love it. We have it by choice to run it by God first, family second, and then our careers. And that's a beautiful thing. And I tell you, when I heard him say that on stage, it blessed my soul. Being a minister myself, to the marketplace, and I really do put God first in everything that I do. To hear that from a CEO, to stand on the stage to say that, it meant every being of my body, everything that I could possibly think of, to know why I love this company. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll share with you that Jack and his beautiful wife, they have 4 incredible children that I'm telling you, when you get a chance to meet them, you're going to be blown away of the connection. You're going to be blown away at how they're involved. Their little kids are involved with this amazing company. So it is a family affair. And we encourage you, if you've been invited and you're somebody's family member, we want you to pay close attention, because it is truly a family affair, an opportunity for you to build an incredible business with a family member that you guys can connect and change lives. And that's what Jack Fallon is about. Well, we have well over 40 plus products. So tonight, I can't share all of them, but I can tell you that we have products that are very intentional and impactful. And one particular industry we just tapped into is the CBD and hemp industry. Okay, because I say hempire because I want you to build a hempire. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as I think about the CBD and hemp industry, in 2018, the federal government regulated that industry. So with that, it made it legal to have hemp extract into our products, CBD oil, things like that. So ladies and gentlemen, when they did that, 2018, this industry had a record breaking of $620 million in revenue, just their first year of being legal. So ladies and gentlemen, it is not something that's fly by night. And that's just one of the industries that we focus on. The second thing I'll share with you about the CBD and hemp industry is that this industry is projected to end in 2019, which is just right around the corner. It's going to end at $5 billion in revenue. So I don't know about you if you want to tap into something that's very powerful at a very minimal cost, because there are people that are mortgaging their homes. There are people that are taking out loans just to get a part of the CBD and hemp industry. There are people that I know in my community that are growing fields and fields and fields of hemp, just trying to find somebody to buy it from them. And I'm telling you, because they understand about timing and positioning. But what I'm telling you tonight is about hearing this amazing information and knowing where your time is. Your timing and position is so important. And right now is the time, because by 2022, this industry will be projected to hit $22 billion. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you heard that B, but I said $1 billion in just 2 more years. So it's totally up to you to find a way and make a way to be about part of this great industry. But we focus on the detox industry. We focus on the weight loss industry. And by the way, 7 out of 10 individuals are looking for a way to lose weight. Matter of fact, we've got 2020 right around the corner. And I don't know about you, everybody's talking about 2020 vision, right? Are you crystal clear about where you're going, what your resolutions are? Because I can tell you the top 3 resolutions that most people set for themselves is 1, get closer to God. 2, lose weight. And by the way, 7 out of 10 people in America are looking for ways to lose weight. Matter of fact, all across the country. Number 3 is making some extra money. And guess what? We can help you with all 3, because see, our company's philosophy is to put God first, family second, and then our careers. So we certainly are in a divine alignment to make sure that you're growing spiritually, okay? We're in divine alignment that we want you to see yourself to become healthier, lose some weight, get some more great energy, become more healthier, age backwards, because that's what these products do. And then number 3, make that incredible extra money. If it's an extra $250 a week, an extra $1,000 a month, would that make a difference in your household? An average household needs an additional $500 a month to actually avoid bankruptcy. And I share this because I know, because back in 2013, we had to file bankruptcy. If we only had an extra $500 a month, that would have made a difference for our household. But now I'm going to tell you guys, when we got started, we earned $500 in our first day. So we're going to show you, we don't make any income claims, but we do tell you is that it's based on the efforts that you put into your business. But if you take action now, we have a simple duplicatable system that simply works. And I'm going to share with you more about how you can get started very later on in the broadcast. So let me go ahead and share with you about these amazing products that we are so passionate about. I'll start with the IASO Detox Tea. The IASO Detox Tea, the original formula has 9 powerful herbs. I'm just going to name a couple. One that really stood out to me was blessed thistle. Okay, being a minister, that blessed me. Okay, the second one was holy thistle. So it made me feel like, oh my God, this is definitely God's product. Then as I looked a little further, it said myrrh. Myrrh is in the Bible. So I'm just like, okay, God, this is your product. This is something that you've given to all of us from the earth. And then it's got some things in it called chamomile. It's called ginger, papaya. I mean, you guys, we've got so many great, powerful herbs in this product that actually will flush the toxins, the parasites, the worms, intestinal sludge from your colon and your intestines, large and small. And I don't know about you, if you know how long your large and small intestines, but all I got to tell you is that they're very long, okay? The other thing I'll share with you is that it's also going to detoxify your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidneys, your blood. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to detoxify your body from the inside out. Talk about a transformation. You know, this product, we tell you, take on the challenge, lose 5 pounds in 5 days, right? That is what this product can do. Because one, most of the things that we don't realize is that our health, if it turns for the worse, it's going to start in the gut. It's going to start in the gut. So it's very important that we do cleanse our body out on a regular basis. And this tea is gentle enough for you to drink it every single day. You drink 8 ounces with your lunch, 8 ounces with your dinner, 4 ounces with an optional snack. And I'm going to tell you what, you can add some fruit to it if you like. It's going to taste great. You're going to feel great. And you're going to flush your body, okay? It's either going to be by urination or bowel movements. And most people say, am I going to have to stay at home? No, you're not going to have to stay at home. You're going to go to the bathroom the way you normally go, okay? Your body will react to it. Some people deal with some cramping. Let me share with you why. It's because you have parasites in your body. Parasites do not like this tea. So what they're doing is having a party in there, trying to hang on for dear life, because these herbs are killing them. So that's what you hear, feel the pinching in your body and your tummy. You're thinking that you got a virus going on. No, you got so much junk in you, it's trying to come on out. So it's very important that you do detoxify your body for life. And we drink this every single day, flushing all those bad things out of our body. Most people walk up to me and say, Dr. Kim, you're aging backwards. And I say, thank you very much. I blame it on the tea, okay? Because the tea is amazing. It's changing so many people's lives all across the world. My first 7 days lost 8 pounds with this one amazing product. And then when I started to use other products, that's when I just made a massive change in my overall lifestyle. So you got to get the tea. So make sure you write down the tea, the IASO tea, the original. We also have it in an instant formula. You can add a little sachet to 16.9 ounce bottles of water, okay? You shake it up and you drink it 30 minutes before you eat. When you do that, it's got a soluble fiber in it. It's going to expand your belly, making you feel full, but it's also going to detoxify your body. In the process, you're going to feel good. You're going to flush out. And I'm going to tell you what, you're going to lose some weight. All right. Now, it is not a weight loss tea. However, because most people have anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds of extra sludge in their body that has been in there forever. Matter of fact, it's going to stink horribly. Okay. You need to make sure that you get that out of your system, which is going to propel you, if you're wanting to lose weight, it's going to propel you to actually lose the weight that you desire to lose with some additional products that we'll mention. The next product I'll share with you is the NutriBurst. The NutriBurst is just that. It gives you a burst. It gives you a burst of energy. I cannot travel without this. I packed a full one in my suitcase because I've got to have 1 or 2 caps a day. I absolutely love this NutriBurst. It gets 98% absorption into the bloodstream. This particular vitamin has 72 minerals, 19 amino acids. It's got phytonutrients. It's got the B vitamins. I'm telling you, biotin, which actually helped my hair grow back, because back in 2017 was diagnosed with breast cancer, losing my hair from the chemotherapy. But I'm gonna tell you guys, my product, NutriBurst, and along with a couple of other products, brought my hair back to life. Matter of fact, more healthier than it's ever had. So you see, it's more than just about weight loss. It's more than just about a regular vitamin. This vitamin can do so much for you. It's going to replenish your body after you actually detox your body. It's going to replenish, because the detox, and we also release not only bad things, but we release good things out of our body. So it's very important that we build our immune system back up from the things that have been exited out of our body. And I hope that this makes sense. But I'm so excited because, you guys, our guest has used 2 other products, which is the NRG. The NRG is a natural raw energy supplement. It suppresses your appetite. It actually gives you 12 hours of energy. It burns calories, 300 calories per capsule. And I'll tell you, it's going to give you mental clarity, that particular product. And you will not have any kind of crashing. You're going to actually, your metabolism is going to be boosted, and you're going to be blown away at how you feel. You're going to be energized all day long, and going to absolutely feel great when you take it. Within 30 minutes of taking it, you're going to feel a jolt, a good jolt. And I can tell you, it's just like electricity. It's just going to boost you up a little bit. But I'll tell you, the last product I'll share with you is the actual resolution drops. We call this the gastric bypass in the bottle. That gastric bypass in the bottle ain't no joke. It's going to actually suppress your appetite, right? Curb your appetite appeal for things that you typically have cravings for. It's also going to go to a cellular level to release the stored fat out of your body, cut those cravings down. We're also going to supply you a 1,200 calorie diet. But when we do that, and you do that, it's going to teach you how to eat properly. And what's going to happen is you're going to shift in a way that you've never shifted before. You'll start to eat right. You'll start to feel better. You're going to see inches fall off. You're going to see many pounds fall off, 1 to 3 pounds to be exact, per day, that people can actually lose with that particular product, paired with the 3 products that I just shared. So you guys, he's going to kind of come up, he's going to share his amazing testimony, and I'm going to give you guys an introduction, a formal introduction. But before I give you a formal introduction, let me just share with you some really cool things about Dean. And we had an opportunity, my husband Darnell and I, we had an opportunity to meet him at a international event. And Dean is one of those guys that you'll absolutely love. His heart is very pure. He loves on people genuinely. And I'll share with you one experience. You know, I always tell people, show me your friends when you get down, when you go down. Okay. You can really see your friends when you go down. And I could tell you that he really blessed me when blessed my husband, because he checked on my husband often. They chatted often when I was down with breast cancer. So I'm letting you know what kind of heart he has. He has a pure heart of gold. And I'm getting teary-eyed now thinking about it, because, you know, I always tell people it's when you're down, it's when people really, I believe in love is an action verb. And so it's an action word. So love is just not for somebody to just say they love you. Love is something to take action. And when you take action, that's when a person truly can tell that you really do genuinely love. Does it mean that you have to send them something? No. Does it mean that you're thinking about material things? No. But I'm telling you, it's the action. It's the reaching out. How's she doing? How are you doing? Anything I can do, and often checking. That's very powerful. And that is exactly what Dean did. He contacted my husband. But you guys, not only did he do that, he sent me something from the beautiful island of Turks and Caicos. And I was just so teared up, because I was just really blown away. And I told my husband, that right there, it shows the heart of this young man. And, a lot of times people don't want to care about how much you know. They want to know that you care. And that's exactly what he did. He showed how much he cared. And I'll never forget that, Dean. And I'm just so grateful for you and your family, for sending me that beautiful gift. I will just never forget that. That'll be a time in my life. I'll always bring this up because you never forget when people are there for you in your time of need. And he certainly was there. And I'm so grateful, and my husband is grateful. And Darnell had the opportunity to speak to him before we actually went live. And I'm just so grateful for the connection. So I'm going to bring up a gentleman that I tell you, I already said enough about him, but he has an incredible testimony. He currently lives in Turks and Caicos Islands, and he found this amazing opportunity in his time of brokenness in his health. TLC has given me total restoration, made me a better man for my family, and has ignited a fire in my vision to help the everyday average person that may be broken. I was one of the Tampa weight loss success winners, and pretty much the company has allowed me to get rid of one of my jobs so that I can have that time home with my family. And so, you guys, I introduce to some, I bring to most of you guys, because a lot of times, we all know who Dean is, okay? But I bring all of you up to meet Mr. Dean Nembhard. Dean, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dr. Kim. Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you loud and clear. So you have the floor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I did my best not to tear up. Now I need to go wipe my eyes and get this mascara cleared up. So, but thanks so much for joining. And you have the floor, sir.
All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, for the opportunity and this platform. Now, for those of you who are watching me who might not know who I am, Dean Namar, just a simple guy who, just wanted more out of life. I was just sick and tired of being average, and I just made up in my mind that one day, Dean, listen, you serve an amazing God. I made up in my mind that I wanted to be above average, right? But just to take you back a little bit about me, I was raised by a single mom who had nine of us, pretty much. So it was not easy growing up, and started working my first job at the age of 13 years old, and I'm super 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 duper proud of that because I wanted to help my mom, right? I was tired of seeing her trying to make ends meet, trying to make cake out of flour, if some of you could put that into perspective. But she had nine of us, right? But I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make an impact. I pretty much wanted to leave my mark, not just in her life, but I wanted to just be there, for my younger twin sisters, right? And at a very young age, I had an accident that happened to me, which caused a slight deformity, in my leg that later affected me, which kind of caused, my spine to be slanted a little bit. So my pelvis was kind of lean like this, and I had one leg that was pretty much longer than the other leg. So when I would stand on the straighter leg, the heel of the other leg would not touch the ground, right? So growing up, I kind of packed on a whole lot of weight per se, going through high school, being ridiculed, being teased, and the entire works. But that never stopped me, or that never broke me one bit. You want to know why? I knew in my mind who I was. People saw my brokenness, but I saw, myself always overcoming the situation. So fast forward a little bit, the opportunity came now for me to be able to do surgery on my legs, right? So I did surgeries, three to be exact. And one of those surgeries, I actually died on the operating table. And this is the first time, literally, I'm sharing it live, but I actually flatlined on the operating table, and they had to shock me back to life. So I knew there had to be some purpose that was within me. So I had to go on a quest to find my purpose. You understand? I vividly remember, one day laying on the couch after coming home from work, because I had to use a walker and crutches, and I pictured myself, not being able to play with my son simply because my life from 2009 straight up until the latter part of 2017, it has been in and out of the doctor's offices, right? Follow ups, pre ups, checkups, just to ensure that everything is on track for my recovery process from my surgeries, right? So, a dear friend of mine, saw the condition that I was in, and she was so persistent. She was just, I call it, being a nag, but she was just on me. Dean, I think you should try this tea, right? This little green pack of tea right here. And I hold on to this green pack of tea because it has a lot of sentimental value for me because I knew exactly what it did, right? And I took the pack of tea, and I want you to understand that I literally threw this down like that and did not even look at it. You want to know why? Because there were several other products that I tried before that did absolutely nothing for me, right? And one of the things that my doctor had me on was steroids and oxycodones, right? And they were supposed to help me in my healing process. But sometimes, in order for you to get help, you got to get hurt. So, in helping me to recover, it literally hurt my health, right? So that's where it was for me. But I was on social media, and I got tired of seeing so many results. So I got intrigued. I say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and try this little green pack of tea right here. And when I tell you I tried this pack of tea, I was able to lose my first 8 pounds in just 7 days. All right, first 8 pounds in 7 days. But it wasn't so much the weight loss that had a light bulb went off. It was just what my body felt. It's hard for me to put it in words because what my body felt, I never experienced that before. The easiest way for me to describe it was that it felt light as a feather, and it just felt like heaven, like that calmness. Exactly what I needed, I found it when I tried this spaghetti. So I became nosy. I got nosy, you understand? And I went and I Googled because I wanted to know what else was there, and I found about some of the other products that Dr. Kim just spoke about, and I got myself the solution kit and NRG. I didn't know anything about any meal plan, but in trial and error, I lost my first 31 pounds in just 45 days in trial and error. Right now, starting the products, like I said, I was back and forth, visiting my doctor in Florida. And, one of the times he said to me, you look like you're coming down. What is it that you are using? So I shared the products with him. And he said to me, you know what? You're coming down. So keep on doing what it is that you are doing. And pretty much my journey began right there, where I decided that, hey, I'm going to be the one to overcome. I'm going to be the one to break the barriers. I'm going to be the one to pretty much write my own story. So, being introduced now to Total Life Changes, I had no idea that there was like the business side that was attached to it. But people were watching me, and I did not know that people were watching me, right? But in all good things, it comes with testing. It comes with trial. But for me, in my mindset, I I was on to something good, right? So the latter part of 2017, after I lost my first 31 pounds in 45 days, I decided to get real serious, and I went on to lose over 87 pounds in total, right? And coming over into 2018, um, the company literally made me, one of their weight loss success winners, and it did a lot to my mindset. You want to know why? At that event, TLC literally flew my mom and my sister, and they surprised me on stage, because at that point, I was still trying to find Dean, or, get to know who Dean was. But TLC literally went from my head to my heart in a nutshell, pretty much because it became more than just products. All right, the feeling that I experienced, I wanted other people to experience that. So I had to get serious. I had to get to know how to do the business that everyone kept talking about. But one of the greatest things for me, is to be able to not be able to go to a second job. I remember right before I went and I visited my doctor the ending part of 2016. One night I came home from my part-time job, and this was like almost 1 a.m. in the morning, and my son was up waiting for me. And when I got home, he hugged me like he normally do, but he was literally up at 1 a.m. waiting for me to get home. My wife was already asleep, and he hugged me and said to me, Daddy, come, let me help you take off your shoes. And he sat me down in the couch and started to take off my shoes off my feet. And he literally looked at me and asked me, Daddy, are you gonna go to work tomorrow? And I broke down. I broke down because I felt like I was neglecting my son just like how someone neglected me, right? And I didn't want that because I wanted to break the cycle or break the generational curse. So I got so serious. I got, I made up in my mind that I was gonna give this my best shot no matter what. And here is why I couldn't fail. I couldn't fail because I did not want to fail my son, and I did not want to fail my wife. So the minute she gave me the support to say, you know what, Dean, I'm with you 100. I give you my support. Go and give this your best shot. I gave her my word. So in giving her my word, I couldn't call it quits at no time at all. You want to know why? It would mean that I'm not man enough to hold up my end of the bargain. So for every time I felt like quitting and I would throw in that towel, guess what? God would throw the towel right back to me and say, you know what? You gave your word just like me. His word is above his name. So if I give my word, I got to hold up to my word. So that was what I did. So because I gave her my word, last year what I did was I bought a vehicle for her cash, literally, because of total life changes. All right. And I'm not saying that to brag, but see, prior to that, guess what? I had to work two jobs in order to make ends meet. But because of total life changes, I'm able to donate that job back into the economy so that somebody else could eat. And I'm putting this out there because I want to encourage somebody. All right. I still work a full-time job and I do total life changes. And what I generate with total life changes monthly surpass my full-time job. All right. And I keep on, thinking to myself, like today I came home and I sat in the car and I just looked over in the horizon and I said, you know what, God, you are so amazing. I had no idea that there was freedom that was wrapped up in this pack of tea. You understand? And I literally had to call that lady, a good friend of mine, and I had to express my gratitude because see, sometimes what happened is, God tends to want to show us or give us, an opportunity, but we're looking for the opportunity to come wrapped up with a bow on it or have that silver sparkle or whatever it is. But sometimes you gotta have that third eye. Sometimes God gotta use somebody in the midst of something to try to get you to see something. So see, because of this amazing pack of tea now, it has allowed me to connect with an amazing coach, some mentors, some awesome and amazing group of people, who our goal is just to touch the hand of the everyday average person. Somebody who may be feeling broken, somebody who just may feel as if, this is the end for them, somebody who just may be scratching their head to say, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen. Look at you. Look at me, right? I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys from my home office. My home office. I never had an office before, but thanks to Total Life Changes, I sit down and I put together a home office where I could literally run my business from the comfort of my own home. Am I where I want to be? Far from it. But am I where I used to be? No, I'm not where I used to be. But simply because I said yes to this amazing pack of tea right here, I had no idea that it would have unlocked so much freedom. And I mean, I know we're on the time right now, Dr. Kim. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it right back to you. All right.
Wow, awesome and amazing, Dean. Oh my goodness, the passion was definitely flowing. Just incredible. I mean, people were just commenting left and right from your conversation tonight. And so, thanks so much for sharing your amazing testimony. And your heart is so pure. You want people to get this. And some of the things that I wrote down, I couldn't keep up with you. I was I was writing so many notes. It was just like, oh my God, he's got such a great story, a very impactful story. And so some of the key things that I heard that was very eye-catching to me, and a lot of times people don't realize that with TLC, we're showing people how to create an additional $250 a week, very minimal. And then you can make the decision on the level of what you want to put into it from there. If you want to increase it, you can give yourself an increase any day, a pay raise any day. And so when I heard you say you bought a vehicle for your wife with cash, okay, that's very impactful, because one thing is that we do teach is that people not get themselves into debt. Okay. And so by him paying cash for a vehicle, they don't have a monthly car payment, right? All they have to do is take care of the maintenance, the insurance that they need on the vehicle, and of course, gas to gas it up. And that's very powerful. When you bought that car, what did your wife say? What was her
Right,
thought?
surprise.
And, you know, how did she feel? Like, I know her belief level was like through the roof when it came down to this business, right? So tell us about what was your wife's belief like when you bought that car?
Now she. How do I put it? She's my accountability partner. Like, if I gotta go work out in the mornings, you gotta go and work out. What's happening in the back office today? Do you need help with anything? Because we've been burnt before, she pretty much wanted nothing to do with this, especially when she found out that it was multi-level
Right.
marketing. But I gave her my word, and to see that response or that reaction, I couldn't even drive the car to this day. Well, now she's kind of but she was just so excited to know that, hey, we have one vehicle, right?
Mhm.
But the one vehicle, I pretty much have to run from one job to the next, run to do pickup from school, then run to grab her from work, to run back home, to run out again. So the thought was always in my mind, what if this constant rushing might cause an accident on the road one day, and then you end up, being regretful that, hey, because you're trying to handle your responsibilities, you're rushing from here to there, life just passed you by just like that, right? So it was just an amazing, experience to pretty much experience that when I gave her that gift. And that was just part one of part two gifts that she got last year, compliments of, total life
And
changes.
that's just totally amazing. And that's why I tell people it's more than just a health and wellness company. It certainly have great products that provide impact to individuals, but also gives people an opportunity to change their lives from the inside out. And so when your wife is just being like your accountability partner, she's like, okay, listen, this stuff works. Okay, what's going on in the back office? What can I do to support you?
Hmm.
Okay, because if I help you, maybe we'll have more, right? And
Hmm.
that's just amazing when we show people what this company can do, lives are going to be changed. And so the next thing I wanted to kind of talk about, which really really caught my attention, is that you died on the operating table and they brought you back, right? Well, we all know that God brings us back, right? And through those technicians, they brought you back,
Hmm.
because by them doing that, you recognize that God had uh, a bigger plan and purpose for your life. And through Total Life Changes, you're able to actually leverage that purpose to be an impact to other people. So, talk to us about some of the things that you're doing outside of Total Life Changes, that is applying to your purpose, because we all know is we have things beyond TLC that God has appointed us to do. But talk about some of those things, because I think a lot of times we take a life for granted, and we don't really value the time that we do have here, and really understand to dig in and find our purpose of what God has for us
Hmm.
to do. And when we do follow through, I always tell people, what's your dash going to be about? Because it's very important that you do the things that God has called you be and do, so that you can be a blessing to others. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, one of the things that I do and I love and I'm passionate about is, young people. So, in my community, there is a private community that I have where I mentor youths, and I would share with them my story, my upbringing, pretty much to let them know that I'm from a single parent household. It was never easy, right? But as long as you have the right mindset, as long as you don't fall prey to peer pressure, then life could be okay. I started working my first job at the age of 13, like I shared earlier, and pretty much all I wanted to do was to not fall prey to what was going on in society around me. I wanted to make a difference so that I could use myself as light for other people to see. There was the option to go and sell drugs, there was the option to go and steal. There was the option to just, waste time in school and did all of that. But guess what? I had to literally go to school, leave school, and go to the supermarket to pack grocery bags so that every single week, I'm getting a check, and I'm able to cover my lunch money, and I'm able to, help my mom, with my twin sisters. And then finally I started to pay a bill in the house. So pretty much I don't know what it is to have a childhood where I could just waste the days away and run around and play, because no, my life was not cut out like that. But see, because I have this hunger and this passion to always want to help people from the ground up, I can't help it. It's just been embedded in me, probably because I came from a family that's just so giving and they love to
Mhm.
open their arms to people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I tell you, I don't know why God led me to ask you that, but I think people have to realize that we're not just here to talk about, just TLC in a whole, but TLC provides us an opportunity to expand our minds, to think beyond just TLC
Hmm.
and the philanthropy, the things that we can do throughout the whole world with our gifts and our talents. And it's pretty powerful. And then the last thing I want to kind of ask you a little bit about, which I really felt your passion and your full fuel within inside of you, is when you said you recognized that you could not fail because you did not want to fail your son or your wife. You didn't want them to see you fail. And talk about, you know, I imagine you probably in your past have done something that you failed at and that you maybe disappointed your wife or disappointed your children. And we all know failure is just a setup for success, where we just have to learn how to get back up. However, when you had that embedded, it's like right there deep down in your core. That's where people. I want I want this audience to know that you know it's got to be something driven, like something really deep down inside of you that's
Hmm.
going to just make you just do the and then some. And that's what people don't understand. Where do you get this energy from? How do you go across the country doing this? And, how do you do this? And they don't realize that it is the passion that fuels you, but also it is the things that have happened in our past that have caused us to fall down. We failed before, and we're saying, doggone it, enough is enough. I've got my family that are depending on me, and I've got to do the and then some, to do whatever it takes to make sure that I succeed, because when I succeed, my family succeeds. So talk about that passion and what that means to
Hmm.
you, and why, because that's why I want our life changers to understand and our guests to understand, because we understand what is the root to help us propel to what it is, all that God wants us to do. So talk to us a little bit about
Hmm.
that.
Whew. That one was one that I really had to overcame, Dr. Kim, because I remember growing up, my father disowned me. So, I was pretty much left with asking myself a lot of questions. What did I do? What is wrong with you? Why doesn't he want you? Um, you know, it was just so much that was going on, in my mind. But as I grew older, I understood why God had to allow me to go through that process, because
Right.
in dealing with that, I was carrying bitterness for about 17 years of my life,
Yeah.
before I finally got breakthrough. And I forgave him, because the choices that he made, that was one of the best decisions that he made for my life.
Right.
Because if he did not make that decision, Dr. Kim, I wouldn't know what it would have been to, slit my wrist, hoping that, I would have just died, pretty
Right.
much, right?
Hmm.
And God didn't allow that to happen. So because I knew what disappointment felt like, because I knew what failure felt like, because I knew what it felt like to be in a dark place, because someone had let me down, who I loved dearly, I did not want them to experience that. You understand? So in my mindset, I had to bring everything together within me. For the times when I wanted to quit or throw in the towel, I had to talk to myself. I had to get me together. There are many days I used to go ahead, and then drive out to one of the canals, and used to just picture myself driving the vehicle off in the canal. And then I had to take my worship to another level. I had to take my prayer to another level, because see, a lot of things, there's a spiritual side of it also, and there's the mental side.
Right.
But because I know there's so many people that were dependent on me, there was a period in my life that, God pretty much just had me pouring into people like he normally do, and it was just helping them to overcome their situation. Mind you, I'm here,
Right.
in my pit,
Right.
but did not understand that, he was pretty much preparing me to take me into that palace situation
Mm.
simply from my experience. So I just made myself available as the vessel.
Yes.
I'm always humble. I always give God the glory, no matter how bad it looks. If we're supposed to really unveil and share some of the challenges that I have to go through to do the business, I make it work.
Right.
My first solution kit, and I shared it before, it cost me almost 500 US dollars.
Wow.
The average person would not want that, you
Right.
understand? But because there was purpose that was wrapped up behind these products, I had no choice but to go through what I went through in order to be able to be here in the now, to be able to share the experience, to be able to just be a blessing and encourage somebody.
Incredible, incredible. I know you've inspired so many people tonight, and I'm just so grateful. And I could go on and on. I've got actually more questions, but I know that we're at our time,
Mhm.
and I wanted to say thank you again for coming up here. I'm going to certainly have you down in 2020 to come back and share with us what's going on in Person Caicos and across the
Mhm.
world as you continue to change lives all across the globe. And I'm just so grateful for the connection, the friendship, the brotherhood that we connect. My husband and I, we connect with you. Look forward to meeting your beautiful wife and your children,
Mhm.
and maybe even share the beach sand there in Turks and Caicos one day. Put
Mhm.
our feet in the sand together, okay?
Yep, crystal clear waters.
Yes, 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 yes. And so we'll have to plan to do that. So thanks again for joining me, Dean. I'm so grateful.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Dr. Kim. It
Absolutely.
was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that incredible story. We're so grateful for Dean for sharing his amazing story with us tonight. We want you to know that your story matters too. But we certainly want our guests that have joined us tonight. You may have heard some great products that you heard about tonight that you want to go ahead and get started with. Tonight is the night for you to actually get started. So we want you to get back with the person that invited you, so that way you can actually go ahead and get your products ordered, have them by the time Thanksgiving comes. That way you can start right after Thanksgiving. Because let me just say this, we all going to need to detox, because they always talk about that turkey 10 days, 10 pound spread, because we always gain a little weight at that table for Turkey Day. So we want to prepare ourselves to be able to detox all that good food that we're going to be eating on Thursday. We know it's just one day, and our health is every day. So we got to make sure we take measures to protect our health. But the second person is saying, you know what, Dr. Kim, it makes sense. I need to go ahead and get started in this business. I want to be my own customer, and I'm smart. I understand business. So we tell you to get back with the person that invited you as well. You can earn 5 different ways. The first way is 50% retail. The second way is 50% fast start bonus. You enroll someone, you can earn anywhere from $20 to $600. The choice is yours, depending on what package they come in. Then the third way is the binary. The hybrid binary, you can earn anywhere from 10 to 25% in the binary, ladies and gentlemen. And I share with you that not to impress you, but it could be anywhere from $1 to $20,000 a week. And I ask the question, if it took you 10 years to build it to $20,000 a week, would it be worth it? That's $80,000 a month. Would 10 years make a difference in your life? See, at 52 myself, 62, I certainly would love to be visiting every beach in the entire world. At $20,000 a week, I can certainly do that at least once a month, right? And enjoy life and enjoy my grandbabies and all of those good things. What would you like? Would you like your time back? Would you like to have the opportunity to have a retirement fund? Because that's exactly what that residual income can do. You get paid once, you do it once, and you get paid over and over again. And so I share that with you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you to take advantage and leverage this opportunity. These products by choice are just an amazing start to your life, but also it'll be a great start to your lifetime of residual income. And the fourth way that we actually earn is our check match. When we help someone else build their business that we personally enroll, we can actually earn 50% commission of what they earn in the binary. They earn $1,000, we earn $500. They earn $10,000, we earn $5,000. I hope you get that. So yes, that's the first generation. Second generation, ladies and gentlemen, you can earn anywhere from 10 to 50% commissions. That is check match. And I call those my grandbabies because our second generation are our grandbabies. But we can tell you that is so crazy the way that check match is. And it's based on your position with the company. We'll show you the way of how to do that. The last thing I'll share with you, it is the lifestyle bonus. The lifestyle bonus is for national directors and above that meet the qualification 3 weeks out of 4 weeks in the month. They pay that every fourth Thursday of the month. That's $1,500 a month. And you can do whatever you choose to do. You can pay your mortgage. You can go travel the world. You can go put it away for retirement, put it away for your college tuition for your kids. Whatever you choose to do, guess what? You can do it. All right. And the greatest one that I love the most is that you'll feel it. You'll feel it when you heard Dean's testimony. You felt the passion, you felt the fuel, you felt the love he has for his family, for the people that he's helping all across the globe. You felt it when he shared about his weight loss, how he was able to pay for his wife's car with cash, CASH, cash. And I always tell people cash is king, because it's right up there with oxygen. We need it to survive. It can make a lot of decisions for us. It can decide if we're going to walk or if we're going to ride in the car. So I'm going to tell you what Dean said. He was going to make sure his queen had a car, and that was paid in full cash, you guys. And that's incredible. All right. And let me just say this. You come partner with us tonight. We're going to go ahead and make sure you get the training necessary. We've got a duplicatable system to help you be successful. Even for our customers, you're going to also get a step-by-step of what to do in your amazing journey of whatever your journey may be, whether it's to gain energy, lose weight, have great vitality, longevity, some great skincare products, a great slimming toothpaste, whatever it might be. The hemp products that can help you, I'm a testimony to it because it's helped me relieve my body of pain. So anybody out there going with pain, we've got the solution for you. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes Your Story Matters tonight. I'm so grateful that you joined us. And so until next Tuesday night, we want you to know that your story matters. And I hope that you have an incredible night and great weekend. Take care. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.